What's going on?
What's up, crew?
I'm Kyle.
I'm Caleb.
What's been going on, brother?
Dude, how you been?
Freaking killing the freaking game on the coaching.
Come on.
Trying to freaking figure everything out and just run and gun, man.
Just to let y'all know, Kyle and I had not seen each other in probably over 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a decade.
It's been at least a decade. We grew up together, going to school together, and we rekindled our fire, our friendship over Instagram.
So I hit you up on Instagram and I was like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Pretty much I think I was like, I don't really even know my intention. I was just like, let's go work out. Like, let's just get back in the gym. Let's do what guys do. Let's go listen.
What guys need, just lift some iron.
Let's get some testosterone going, man. There's too many people are just way too serious, way too locked in on work.
Very true.
And nobody really has any guy friends. There's no like tribes out there anymore.
It's very hard. It's very hard to like, and of course, like it's kind of typical of the normal man to choose to be vulnerable.
Right.
Right. But if you're willing and you meet someone like the way I met Kyle coming back, like, oh my God, haven't seen this guy since high school.
Yeah.
And even though we grew up together, our circles weren't always overlapping, but I saw what he was posting on Instagram. I saw his heart. I was like, dude, this guy's killing the game and coaching right now.
I'm trying,
just, helping people, which I'm like, why wouldn't you want to hang out with a person that wants to help people?
Right. Yeah. But also like preaching the gospel is a big thing too. I don't think there's too many people that want to interject Christianity into their business.
Exactly.
Because it's like, it's a really big stage to step on. Mm-hmm. And also people are going to question you a lot more than they already do. Right. Because you don't only have your profession, you're also stepping onto a stage that's quite, I would say, political in knowledge.
For sure.
And then what else do you bring into it? Well, I mean, now you're stepping into the light of like, well, is he religious or is he just like telling you to read his Bible? Like how serious
what does that look like?
Right.
And that's funny that you bring that up because a lot of the people that I love to witness to people. I love to evangelize when I can. And I even know evangelism has like a stigma to it these days, but to me, it's just a simple, basic truth of just spreading the gospel, the good news of the Lord and what he did to people. And of course, people are hungry, right?
Yeah.
What I think it is more of majority in what people don't understand, right? Because I'd be classified as, oh, are you a religious person?
Right.
But to me, I'm like, religion means a completely different thing to what to the average non-believer, or someone who doesn't know, who's interested, may understand differently about religion. Me, it's just a simple, basic relationship with Christ, right?
Right.
And at the end of the day, I think what I saw from your stuff on your page was it's an identity thing.
Yeah.
Helping people know their true
what we call it is
identity.
a personal brand.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like when you hop online, you start doing content, the main point is you just want to tell your story. Like that was my whole thing is like, when I first hired my coach and I was already doing content, but I was not talking about like me and my story. I was literally just talking about now and the future.
Right.
And I think it's so hard for people to connect on just 50% of your story. Like you're still creating, right? But you have a past. Mm-hmm. And that's really how people like find the similarities to why you believe what you believe.
Yeah.
And they're not going to have so much like objections up front already because they're like, oh, you know what, maybe he doesn't mean this by this. Yeah. Because there's so much that gets like, I think construed is a good word to use that when you're talking about something that you have a strong opinion on. I mean, you're a strongly opinionated guy. If you were to sit there and talk about like why you believe one certain thing in your following of Christianity, somebody is going to come along the way and be like, try to disprove you for whatever reason. Right. Yeah. Cause I mean, there's a saying like, there's no love like Christian hate, Yeah. And it's like,
it's easy to point something out that's like you follow and say something that is supposed to be so true and factual, like concrete. Yeah. But yet I have no evidence of it. Right. Yeah. Of course, that's where faith comes in as the scriptures say, faith is the substance of things unseen. Right. At the end of the day, it's always going to be a choice in the matter. You could come at me with all the proof you have, and it sounds very profound of like why God isn't real, but it'll never take away the heart and truth and what I know is to be true.
Right. Right. What do you feel like? Because I mean, we've talked a little bit about what I do, What are you doing right now?
Yeah. So for me, super blessed, super thankful. I work for Southwest Airlines, which is awesome.
Awesome.
Great company.
Free flights.
Free flights. I fly at standby. It's a risk still, but it's amazing. And I'm sorry if you don't like assigned seating. It's actually been pretty beneficial for the company. So I like it. And I
like Southwest. I've never flown Southwest.
Really?
Yeah. I think one time, because we were kids. I don't remember.
That makes sense.
And you have to go to a whole different airport, right?
Yeah,
rather than
Love
just
Field.
DFW.
Yeah,
but Love Field is beautiful, man.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's small. It's just where you need to go. It's very clear. DFW, you know how DFW is like. It's amazing itself to go to, like, you got to go to here, you got to go to this terminal, but you got to make this exit, and here's a big roundabout. So it can be confusing. But I love Southwest, but I won't say that it is a wonderful job, and I love it. But my passion has been in dog training, actually.
Yes, bro.
I love to dog train. You got a dog, let me know, call me.
This is the guy right here.
And I will help you with your dog when it comes to behavioral. Simple obedience.
Chewing up your homework.
Yeah, literally. Tell them to stop, because paper's not good for anyone to eat. So, for your digestive tract. But I love it. I got into it about 3 years ago, and funny enough, my friend had a Cane Corso, which is an Italian Mastiff.
And I always used to say Cane Corso,
which it is. It's like you can say Cane Corso. It's just like
that name is French or
it's Italian. Italian Mastiff.
Sorry, Italian people.
Italian Mastiff. Yeah. And big dog, big burly dog, beautiful dog. My friend had a pup, watched it grow. Now you can ride him because of how big the dog is.
They're big dogs.
And I wanted that dog, so I went on to YouTube, and then I saw this guy who pretty much said, if this is your first dog and you want this dog, don't get it. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Now I'm understanding that, like, these dogs are bred for specific things. I'm learning about the genetics. I'm learning about the training, the temperament of these dogs. And I'm like, this is a whole world that I don't understand, which I saw into. I started, watching Cesar Millan type stuff. I'm thinking, like, this is the absolute
entertaining part of it.
Which is really true. I mean, the guy, I got to give credit to the guy, because I can't name any other person who can walk with a pack of 20 dogs and all the dogs stay near him. Right. He's good.
Yeah.
But I know his method is not absolute. And I was able to meet people along the way and connect with people to where I am now and what I'm certified in training in. And I love it.
That's amazing, dude. Yeah, I love it, because, you really got to find your passion.
Yeah.
And I think the one thing that, like, our parents, a lot of parents, truthfully, I mean, I don't know about your parents, but which you can get into if you like. But, my parents, they always worked a job. Like, I think the most entrepreneurial that my dad or mom ever got. My dad used to run a snow cone stand back when I was in middle school.
Where at?
Well, he ran it for, like, the Fossil Ridge high school, like, football games.
Let's go.
And he would run it on when the games would run at the home games.
Okay, yeah.
And it was called Mike's Snowballs.
Let's go. Let's go, Mike.
It was yellow, like Hawaiian colors and stuff. And helped him. Like, I was a kid, bro. I think I was probably 8, somewhere around that time. Yeah. And I had this best friend. Oh my God. I had this best friend that had this favorite flavor for pickle. And I just always remember, dude, like, my dad would get the snow cone flavors, and he's like, well, we're not selling a whole lot of pickle. And I was like, oh, don't worry about it. My friend Andrew will pick it up. And it's like, oh my God, dude. Yeah. So that was a fun time.
Wait, hold on. I'm so sorry. I think my cat just ran in front of the camera. Hey, can you get down, man? You mind getting down? Sorry about that. He just does his own thing in our house. Sorry. Continue though.
I didn't even notice that.
I know. I saw it after the fact. I was like, I wonder if he walked.
Yeah, he's making it good. That's Milo, by the way.
Milo, my cat, great tabby.
Say hi, everybody.
Great cat. Yeah. He's a good cat.
Yeah.
But anyway, so pickle juice.
No, yeah, pickle juice.
Cones.
Snow cones. You ever had it?
No. I'm not a pickle fan. I don't.
Really?
I'll say this, and I get slack for it. I like bread and butter pickles.
Those are good.
Okay, cool.
Those are good.
But
are you eating by themselves, or like what? Or like with like cheese and like?
No, I'll just eat it by
piece of ham or something.
I don't order them usually. So if an establishment like last time I had it, Twisted Root Burger.
Oh yeah,
you ever been to that place?
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
I think there's only like one in Waco now. I can't remember.
You know what, man?
A lot of shut down.
I have a little bit of a gripe about them.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Because they had decent burgers, I would say. I think the reason why they got so big, honestly, was just because they were doing something completely different than everybody else.
Yeah, they had like a bunch of different meats.
Extravagant menu.
Yeah.
But, dude, I can't say for the life of me I've ever had a good time of service experience.
Oh, yeah, really?
Every time I would go, it was either way too busy or completely dead and nobody cared. Like, there was no
there's no in between.
Yeah,
it's no like, hey, welcome to Twisted Brew. Let's serve.
No, my first time was like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then like after the waiter or waitress, whoever, I don't remember at the time. Yeah. But they were like, what did you order? And I'm like, dude, I just made my order. Like, what are you talking about? But we had like, I think 12 people. So I'm like, yeah, cut some slack,
and that
whatever.
Gonna get a tip,
and then after that, it was a good burger. Okay. But after that, it was like downhill.
Hey,
and I'm like, you know what?
Food.
That's why you guys closed down,
But they had, going back, they had bread and butter pickles.
No, but it's somebody's business. At the end of the day, like, it's really sad when that happens.
That's true. I mean, there's still one location open in Waco, Texas, from what I think that I last saw.
It's also a really competitive area.
Which is very true.
Yeah. There's only a few good spots, though.
But also food businesses, man. Yeah. People that open up food business. It's grind and work, and there's no absolute that you're going to be the main staple of that town for
exactly.
Someone. But hey, support your local business owners.
Yeah, of course. I always try to think of like if I'm going to get coffee, dude, I want to go to a local spot. I'm not going to Starbucks.
No, you don't. You want craft coffee.
Right. Yeah. If you want to go to Starbucks, you have a Starbucks attitude. Like you're a fan and you're not like getting outside of that circle. It's almost like, like you have a certain kind of electrolyte you only want to pick, and nobody else is going to turn you on to anything else.
No, because I've had that for so long and it's been good to me.
Right. Exactly.
It's consistent. That's what it is.
But yeah, the whole like entrepreneurial thing. What was I saying?
Talk to me.
The like my dad, he ran the snow cone business.
Yeah.
And then because we had to go, my parents had made this like promise to each other when they got married that they would visit each other's family. Well, my mom's family lives in Greece. So we would go to Greece every other year to visit my mom's family.
Yeah.
And that made it very hard to run a snow cone business in the summer when we're going to Greece in the summer.
That makes sense.
So it's like every other year, my dad would see like a negative cap on his business because he's trying to pay for storage.
Right.
Right. And then the stock supplies eventually go bad.
Right.
So it's not it's a very like lucrative business. It's not,
that makes sense.
It doesn't work out all that well if you're only running it seasonally because snow cones are seasonal.
Right. Which they shouldn't be. I'd be having a snow cone and
dude, it's amazing.
I have ice cream.
Remember when we were kids, we used to go to like 7-Eleven and get the icy?
The icy or the Slurpees, yeah.
It's still a thing.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's
National
always going to
Slurpee
be a
Day.
thing.
Bring your own container.
And then some of the snow cone stands actually turned into, like over here on, North Beach and Western Center area, they had a snow cone stand and they turned into a coconut shrimp shop. And now that's what you know as the Coconut Shrimp Restaurant.
That's crazy. I did not know that. What was it before?
So the owners actually had a snow cone stand. They were direct competitors with the people that I used to work for when I was 16 years old. And then they ended up saying, you know what, we're getting out of this business. It's too seasonal. They started making coconut shrimp. They sold out like every single day in the summer, every single day that they were open.
Dang, dude.
And that's why they had a business where that old, I think it was the Fresco's Cantina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it's Coco Shrimp.
Yep. Coco Shrimp. That's how they get started, dude.
Is Coco Shrimp Texas?
Yes.
It originated from Texas?
Yes, bro.
That was our people?
Yes, bro.
That's kind of crazy. I did not know that.
I don't really like the owners, though. I met him. the guy is kind of a, but I think you kind of have to be in business.
I mean, hey, it's a dog world. Man.
It is. But he was only, I think he was only kind of rude because we're like taking money out of his pocket in the snow cone business.
That makes sense.
But he got smart. He leveled up. The people that I worked for, they weren't even like married or anything. Okay. They were just together. And I think they ended up just like having too many problems. They never really stuck to it.
Wow.
So yeah, dude.
The tea.
Yeah. It turns out like being, kind of ruthless, kind of rude is how you make your way in business. I don't know, man. I think
it can be cutthroat.
Yeah. It's very cutthroat.
Yeah.
In the snow cone industry. I wouldn't know. I don't want to make snow cones, but
that's true.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be an entrepreneur.
T-shirts though, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, when I did T-shirts, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And when you get started, dude, it is ruthless.
Yeah, bro.
I did that for a while, and I actually ended up not liking it after a while.
Really?
Yeah. Is dog training like the first step for you into entrepreneurial?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. I never would have thought, I'll tell you this, like 5 years ago, me never would have thought dog training was ever a thing.
Okay.
Because I was like, my thing was I got married to my wife back in 2022.
Right.
And we're about to hit 4 years next week, which we're super stoked about.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was on Good Friday when we got married, and tax day is our anniversary.
So you got that and your birthday coming up next week.
Yeah. So we're excited. A lot of traveling's coming up. But all I knew is that when I started pursuing her the year prior, because we started dating and got married real quick, all within a year. So my initial mindset is like, okay, I got to provide. I want to lead my wife. I want to provide for her and do those things. So I got to lock in on finding a job that will help me. I got a job at Fidelity Investments when we got first married. And I had no clue anything about investments.
Yeah.
I lost the job because I couldn't pass those FINRA exams, the financial exams.
They're very hard.
They're difficult. Yeah. And when you have no experience in them, it's hard to find the motivation. Of course, providing for your family. I worked real hard. I was studying day and night, 8 hours a day.
I believe it.
But
I have a buddy that still does it. Yeah. But he's made his way. I mean, he stuck to it. And
I'm still friends with some of the guys there, and I'm proud of them because it's like, some of them went to school for it. Some of them did. Some of them just caught on.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, y'all go. Like,
it's funny how like stressful it is too.
Dude.
Because for some guys, it's like a breeze.
Yeah, literally.
And they make it look so easy.
So easy, bro. And I was like, I'm a horrible test taker. Confidently, I've yet to be diagnosed. I was supposed to be diagnosed, or take a test for ADHD, but I missed my appointment. So hence the ADHD. But straight up, I was like, okay, like, this isn't it. I wanted to try and go back because it was a good place to work. I liked it a lot. And I had friends there. And so I did a bunch of odd jobs. But I was praying at that point. I was like, God, you got to provide something. I'm doing what I can. I'm doing my part. And I'm going to trust.
That was the prayer.
That was, man. Yeah.
That's the prayer that started it all.
Literally.
Yeah. When was that? Like?
So it was like, when our first year of marriage.
Really?
Yeah, I believe so. I like.
What was the prayer you made? Do you remember? Like
literally what I said.
Really?
It was that. It was just like, Father, I was doing odd jobs. I ended up at Tidal Max. Don't ever work for it. If I'm going to dog a company, it's going to be Tidal Max, bro. Horrible place to work.
Just because of the way it's ran, or what?
The way it's ran, it's very like, there's jobs for everyone.
Right. You don't have to get into it.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not going to dog the people that work there because they were hard workers. But I knew the company and its stuff, like Shark Loan, stuff like that.
Just the whole operation.
Yeah. I mean, our back room was literally it was like a big closet, and they just had a little foldable table. One like,
you're like,
post-board up there, like people's birthdays on there. I'm like, I said, I'm really here, dude.
Yeah. You're like, I'm in the trenches.
I literally left within a week.
Wow.
I was like, I just can't do it.
Worst job ever?
Up there. Yeah.
Really?
Up there. But nonetheless, that's when I came and I met with saw my friend's dog. And I was like, dude, like, I would love a dog like this someday. And then that's when the ignition kicked in. I was like, dog training. And then I was like, I saw Cesar Millan. I'm like, this dude's wealthy. I'm like, there's other people out here that are like making money off of this. Now, mind you, that was the initial first goal. But then, of course, people started, as you delve deeper into the world of dog training and trainers, they're like, if you're in this for the money, get out. Like, this is not it. You're dealing with animals. Like, you're dealing with actual animals.
Companionship.
You're dealing with people. You're dealing with behavioral modifications. What happens because what not a lot of people realize is just because your dog's reactive doesn't mean your dog's aggressive. There's a difference between a reactive dog and an aggressive dog.
Yeah.
A dog that's truly aggressive is like 100% prey drive.
Yeah.
Like, it sees something and all it wants to do is kill it.
Yeah. But you're also not just a dog trainer too. You're a people trainer.
Yeah. And that's the biggest thing. Kind of like full circle. I was able to get an interview with Southwest Airlines because I had a friend. I was working at a coffee shop at the time because my friend was a roaster for a coffee company. Okay. And she was like, hey, we're hiring. And I was like, all right, I was doing coffee before. I'll just go back to it. Pays the bills. Good. Did it. Had a good friend, met a regular there, and we became friends. We had mutual friends in coffee.
This is like what, 2022?
2024.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So not even that long ago.
Yeah, not that long. He worked for Southwest Airlines. Got me an interview, and I got the job there, which was like amazing because it's also a career.
And that's the same position that you do now?
Yes, that I do now. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It took me about 2 years. Like the first year, you really focus on learning the role.
Right.
And then you take an exam to pass to get onto the floor, essentially to become from associate to the position itself.
That makes sense.
Which, praise God, I was able to pass.
Right.
Which I was a horrible test taker, but I put in the work, and thankfully I got it. It's a great job, great career. They're amazing. That's why I love Southwest. But it also gave me the opportunity to grow in my craft of dog training.
Yeah.
To where I had a good friend. She told me her sister was a dog trainer. Mm-hmm. And at first I was like, I still got to like learn a bunch of this stuff. Let me just, kind of thing. And then later on, she brought it up again. She's like, you really need to talk to my sister. Like she does all this stuff you want to do.
So like for me, I know like with, when I was doing screen printing, there was a lot of times where people would, be like, it's almost like God always gives you one. And I always, it took me a long time to figure this out, but God already gives you one to start with. And what does that mean? Like when you have somebody text you or message you and they're like, hey, like, have you, it's not always going to be direct. It wouldn't be like, have you thought about dog training? It'd be like, hey, like, how did you teach your dog to do this? Or they'll ask you something relative to what a dog trainer would know, only a dog trainer would know, or like some sort of instinct that you would have on like, you're having a conversation. What's up, Milo?
Milo's joining.
He's just being super friendly today.
He might jump up there too. He's
Heck
curious.
Yeah, dude. But do you feel like is it a 50-50 of people reminding you of this passion that you don't know you have yet? Or is it more like, I know what I need to do, and God is giving me people in front of me to remind me?
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Yeah. I hope I framed that up well.
Yeah. The best that I can say in answering that, it is like, it's a matter of just being a good steward with what I have.
Right.
So I have this passion, but I'm continuously doing my best to lay it up to the Lord of saying like, okay, I have this passion in my heart now that I love dogs. I want to train dogs. I want to help people with their dogs, because dog training is, yes, training dogs, but also really meeting the needs of people and assisting them, and really heavy on the assist, because I meet with them. I have to teach them these things because I do at-home sessions. So I'm leaving it to them where I teach you everything you need to know, but it's on you to follow through with it, right? Like, to get on you. How can I hold you accountable? How can I be there? I am free access to you with this. You know what I mean? And so with that being said, I have like the passion and everything. Come on, dude. I'm trying to talk to him right now. I'm trying to, I have this passion. I give it up to the Lord. I'm good. I'm a good steward with what I have now, right? Southwest. I'm not neglecting my work at Southwest just to be like, I'm going to leave everything for dog training. Though that's a dream of mine someday. I have to be realistic. Pays the bills. It's consistent. It's been God-given. God granted me that job when I needed it the most, because now it bought me this awesome house, which I love, right?
Right.
And it's a matter of, ultimately, my heart is always going to be in a posture of, Lord, do you even give me victory in this? It's not going to be, hey, God, I got this passion. I'm going to go on my way and I'm going to work real hard. Just help me out. Please help me out along the way. Because ultimately, that's what I want to do.
Right.
But my heart is not in a posture of, Lord, what do you want me to do?
That's amazing.
So my mindset is, do you even give me victory? Because if so, what is the game plan? And until I hear something, until something falls in my lap, I'm going to continue to build my craft while being a good steward with Southwest.
Staying in the student seat.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not moving until he calls me to move. Yeah. But what am I doing? I'm doing my part in the meantime.
Yeah.
I'm meeting with clients. I am consistently building my craft. I'm going back to what I learned in the dog training method that I learned. And I'm going through the videos and learning it over and over and over. If I have to watch those videos 100 times over, because I can always get something new out of it.
Right.
And I have the resources of the people I connected with, networked with, and my mentor, who was the one that she's certified in it too, what I learned. And I can always run things by her, which is awesome. I'm in such a good place, which I'm really thankful for. If that kind of answers your question.
It does, dude. It very encapsulates, I think, a deeper portion of the question and the meaning of it, because a lot of people will get confused on the path to describing what that means to them. So I think you've really encapsulated like the, not just, the meaning behind it, but also how you're navigating yourself.
Yeah.
Do people, I think what my difficulty was when I was getting into screen printing was I created it around the belief that I just didn't want a job. That's all I knew.
Yeah. I
didn't ask God like, oh, give me something.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can remember that I asked God for was a name. And cool. He asked me, or I asked him, I said, I need a name that is going to describe my mission or my company.
Yeah.
And I was standing in the shower, and it was like, I just remember maybe within that 2 to 3 time frame of praying, he just said Viceroy. And then I literally like heard that word in my head for days on repeat. And then I went and Googled it, and the meaning was really deep for me. And it was only until I started doing the business, I started creating my own clientele, did I actually find like people would remind me of, hey man, yes, you do need to be on your own mission. But it was never an exact, like, you need to do screen printing. Never got a clear call on that. It was like, you need to be able to spread the message of what your story is, but I had to go and find out what that was.
Yeah.
So it's been a long journey of doing that. And I feel like for you, it's been the same. I mean, almost 5 years of like just total all out lore on what it is. Yeah. Like you wouldn't even know what it was, dog training. But for some reason, it's like you seen it and you were like, you saw Caesar Milan and you were like, man, like that actually looks fun.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like your second thought was, oh, I can make money doing that.
Yeah.
Well, the whole reason, bro, we need to get onto that wavelength of thinking is that's how we all used to live. Like if you look back in the Bible or even 500 AD, where people had certain jobs, people were being paid differently. It wasn't a capitalistic market.
Yeah.
And it was never even this capitalistic way of thinking until the 1800s, really. I mean, or 1700s, I think, but you'll have to get me on the history of that.
No, we can learn.
But so not to take it out of frame, but you're saying you believe that your journey into entrepreneurism was more of, I also have to have my will. I also have to make my own decisions. I can't ask God to, tell me what decision to make.
Exactly.
I can't ask God what title to give myself.
Yeah.
But I need to know that if I can hear him, if I could just maintain this relationship of repentance and regeneration and just stay on this path and not try to interject on somebody else's story or just stay on my path.
Yeah.
Then I'll be able to find out exactly what I need to be doing. And I'll just stay on that course. I think so many people just have so much nowadays, their phone, social media, and so many other things that keeps them off the path.
Yeah.
That they're like, well, do I want to quit my job because this is the way that my boss is talking to me? And it's like, dude, you have to create a very strong mindset for how valuable you are. I think I don't think that's talked about enough of like how strong your mindset needs to be for you to create mental fortitude built around your purpose. And that's really the bigger thing is like, we could get into this. Like there's a bit deep rabbit hole of purpose and alignment, but it's great that now what it is you want to do. And you've known, it almost feels like you've known, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy when people ask me like, oh, what do you do? And it's like, dude, I do what I love. Like, it's not like, what do you do for work? It's like, well, I don't work. Like I serve,
literally.
I serve people. But I don't feel like There are things where it is going to feel like work. You're doing like paperwork on the laptop.
For sure.
You're like picking up a calling, somebody's
having to drive
asking like some crazy question. You're like, just shut up. Like, let me run the numbers.
Yeah. Let me explain this for you to understand as best I can. Because it can be like, for me, in meeting with clients, sometimes it can be very frustrating of like, I'm teaching you something and you're not watching, or you're not comprehending. And if you're not comprehending, of course, there's grace in that sense of like, I'm not going to get mad at you. But like, if I'm telling you over and over and it's just not clicking, or you're not allowing it to click, that's more the willing. Like, if you're not allowing it to click, I said, hey, like, your dog's not going to get you to where you want to be. And my biggest thing is like, don't put that on me, because I've taught you everything. But there comes that point where you're like, you know what? Like, these people have never experienced what true dog training is.
Yeah.
What a well-behaved dog really is supposed to look like.
Right.
Or what it should at least look like.
So they can't even really like value it that big enough.
Exactly. Because like, how am I supposed to put my passion on someone else?
Right.
You can't.
Well, dude, that is crazy. That's a good way to look at it. Because for the first, like, honestly, few months that I like, even in last year, because I just started back in November, fitness coaching, and I was doing it for free. I'm like, dude, why is nobody taking this serious? Like, why does nobody care? And it's like, I was talking to my coach and he goes, well, did you make it important to them? Like, did you have them go through their own pathways of thinking and establish the purpose behind what they're doing?
Instead of just giving the meal to them, did you teach them how to make it? How to scrap it?
Because if I'm just going to teach you discipline, you're not going to have discipline to what?
Yeah.
Right. And what happens when motivation leaves? Like when you're dog training, right? If you don't build a connection or an identity to what role they need to be playing for their dog to respect them and to obey the command, but also to build a character in them, because you're really building a dog's life. I mean, you're not just establishing just some sort of behavioral pattern. You're building a dog's life with their owner.
That's such a good, that's a good way to say that, because a lot of people don't view it as that. A lot of people really, when I'm training people's dogs, they think of like, I've had people literally tell me, I think you're going to change my dog. Yeah. My dog's going to be not like how they used to be. Yeah. Which I'm like, that's what we want. Yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's a thought.
Not the dog's character or persona, but you want the dog to be well behaved. Like, the biggest thing is people let their dogs jump on everyone all the time.
Right. And then they're like, well, he just doesn't listen to me.
Yeah. And it's like, I wonder why, and then, their dog's freaking out, and then they go in, hey, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. I'm like, you're now allowing that behavior to follow through, right? When in reality, it's like, hey, you're not thinking of the bigger picture here. Like how you said, right? You're building this dog's life. One, supposed to be revolved around you, not your life around the dog. It's an animal at the end of the day. Yes, it's your fur baby. We get it. There are emotional connections. I've met people who have not been able to have kids, and their dogs have really taken a special place. There's real scenarios like that where people like cherish their dogs, their pets as their own kids, which I come into a mindset of like, hey, that's the possibility on whoever this client I'm about to meet. But just like any kid, normal person, or something you want to put, there's ways to behave. There's rules to boundaries that you have to abide by. Yes. Because take a dog that leaps and bounds people, that jumps to people. Right, What happens when you have family members that come with their 4-year-old kid, and that dog jumps off that kid, and that kid, whoom, that happened to me when I was a kid. Right. There was a stray dog, and it was running around, and it ran up to me, and it jumped on me, and I fell back and slammed the back of my head on the ground. Yeah. Right. And I'm just like, oh, I'm crying, and I'm like concussed, what I mean? It's probably why my head's big,
This dog just knocked
never
me out.
healed. Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's like, imagine like that was a feral dog. Like that was just that kind of thing. But like your household should not have something like that. So no, I love the way you put that. It's like you're building your dog's life in a way to behave that it can be well with everyone and anything. Yes. Right.
But also, I think it's really important where, like, because you're I would say a follower of Christ. A very good depiction of what a follower of Christ.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
But what that means is like you almost have to create an intercession of what the Bible tells people. They have reign over all of the animals of the earth.
Yeah.
And if you can think of why that is, like if you can think of why it says that, why would it say that? Right?
Yeah.
It's like, why are we sitting here making something that is so deep and then just, oh, it's just surface level? Well, it's because we think that everything else that isn't important is important. We're making the stuff that is true become false.
Yeah.
And, but not by like trying to disprove it, but by creating so much more history behind the stuff that doesn't actually matter. Like, oh, well, you know, I'm mad and I'm going to come home and, you know, dude, your dog feels that energy.
Yeah.
Like just as much as your wife, just as much as your kids.
Dogs are real intuitive.
And it's like, how do you carry yourself, right? Because most people don't think about that.
No.
And they're like, well, why does my dog not listen?
Yeah.
Why does my kid not listen?
Yeah.
Why is my kid lashing out? Why can't I have this conversation with my wife or with my husband?
Yeah.
And they're like looking in the mirror, getting ready for work. They drive to work, they go to work, but they don't have one thought that they're like, how do I feel about myself?
Yeah.
Dude, and that's a hard question to ask.
That is. It's so easy to be, which I think why like some companies really focus on like social media to really distract. Like I believe there was an article that Facebook actually removed the proof that these social media like platforms that they own can lead to depression. And they intentionally removed that.
They paid to have that removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course someone catches them like, whoa.
Right.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
And you're like, that.
Dude, that's a big thing.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Because they know when you're just in a world that's full of distraction and glued to your phone, you don't give yourself enough time. And I'll say this, I am victim to this. Like I am at fault for this. Yeah. Like it is hard for me to shut off the TV, to shut off the phone. And you can ask my wife too. That's conversations we had being vulnerable. Like it is hard for me to sit outside in silence for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Without my mind just sounding like static and it being overwhelming.
Because we don't want to sit with our thoughts.
Exactly, because that also comes with the demands, the shame, the guilt that you may feel in decisions you've done, everything. But if you press through, if I believe like the number one cure to that is Christ.
Well, is it pressing through? Is it more surrendering?
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It depends on the person, right? Because some people can find that so like they can be so deep in their thoughts of guilt and shame. Why do I want to? They don't press through enough to get to the beyond of like, hey, that doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
So it's
the
like
breakthrough.
Let me go back to numbing my mind, which, like I said, I've been a victim at. But
drinking, smoking, whatever it is.
I mean, not that specifically, but like just numbing my mind with TV. Yeah. Like,
short dopamine.
Yeah, exactly. Short dopamines that just put me in a calming soma. If you read A Brave New World.
We did in high school.
That book is so prevalent to this day. Of like,
I was actually in that moment of despair and in that moment of like zero discernment and in that moment of depression in high school. And I think when I was reading that book, it was like way too like,
it was,
hey man, what's going on?
It was pointing at me.
And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable reading this. So I would just tune it out. Like honestly, we would read that book and it would be like popcorn reading or whatever.
Yeah.
That was a thing. I don't know if that still is, but
I hope so.
Popcorn reading is like where you hop around and somebody reads maybe a page. Yeah. Or maybe for like 1 minute tops.
Yeah.
Because the teacher's like, all right, you're too slow. Like
yeah, it's true. I forgot. Some people don't like it because it might highlight some students that are not there just yet.
And I think that's why I didn't like reading at first.
That sounds about right.
But now it's much different.
Yeah, definitely.
What
were we gonna ask?
Oh, I was gonna say, what are you reading lately?
Reading lately, gosh, dude. Once again, I need to be more of an avid reader. I'll pull this up. Right now, I've been just touching the brim, as you can tell. Got the word, but it's the.
That's cool. I like this.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's used.
The Tyndale Old Testament commentaries on the Book of Job.
Dude, that's crazy. I'm reading the Book of Job right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, this...
Yeah. I'm on like chapter 18, 19.
Cool. Yeah, this goes through the whole book and just Old Testament commentaries of just as you're reading the scriptures, because Job is a pretty meaty book.
It's very meaty,
And it's very heavy. And it's good to see like theologians, their thoughts, stuff for you to tackle, chew on, and just allow the Lord to reflect through their words and through his word.
Yeah.
Of like, okay.
It's like the beef of the Bible.
It is, man. Dude, commentaries are great. When it's done with solid theologians that are profound. Yeah. Like, because you got to be careful. But of course, take it with a grain of salt and chew on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I need to get more into it. I've taken a little bit of a break, which I shouldn't have.
Are you reading any sort of like, let's say, did you ever get into like self-help or psychology stuff?
If I did, it was always just more scriptural.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It was always more like Tim Keller. I like Francis Chan. Okay. Ray Ortlund. Yeah, okay. Ray Ortlund. Those guys are pretty profound.
Don't know anybody of those. I don't know any of those.
They're good. They're great authors. They're like believers, heavy believers, and just their walks with the Lord just ooze out of them, if that makes sense. Like it shows out of their lifestyle, out of how they live, how they think, how they talk. Okay. And for me, it's like, if you want to be like Christ, follow people that are just like him. Of course. Do their best. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, of course, with that, reading the word first and that being your base on everything, because that's the main important thing. Right. But when it came to like self-help stuff, it'd be other believers in their stuff. Like there was one book that I was reading for a bit. It was, it's like building habits, stuff like that. And it talked about from the guy of a perspective who was like an evangelist overseas and seeing how other nations worked and built their habits and everything, and how he would bring it back and help him in his life. So yeah, super cool. But I need to become more of an avid reader again. Last year I was really more of an avid reader. I did what was it, the 75 Hard Challenge?
Oh my God. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Dude, we can talk about it.
It's been weighing on me because I've been thinking about trying that. And the reason why is because, dude, who doesn't like Andy Frisella, bro? Yeah. Like, who doesn't like that guy? Dude. Like, all the people that don't want to win. Yeah. You know? All the people that just want to sit by the garbage can. Yeah, literally. And just, like, stare at that all day. Like, dude, like, are you kidding me?
I got to day 43. And I stopped. That's good. I stopped. But I was consistent. But then I fell off. Because, you know, sometimes these challenges, you go so high so quick and then the drop-off kind of thing.
1 month is about where I haven't tried it. Yeah. But 1 month is, like, my longest period of... If I've created a life of discipline, waking up at 4 a.m. Or 3:30.
That was the longest.
And battle planning, going to the gym, not every day.
Right.
Which that's the thing about 75 Hard is
you
got to work out
2 days.
Twice. Yeah. Every day.
I did it, which was nice, but that second workout was always, because one of them has to be outside, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'd always just go for a 45-minute walk because it was a 45-minute workout, which I was like, but I stayed consistent. And then towards the end, it really helped because I was able to run 3 miles straight without taking a break.
I think the biggest thing if you're going to start that again is like stay off of social media.
That's the big, and that's the thing.
That will pop up on your feed and you'll see guys like doing push-ups on the park bench. You're like, oh my God, dude. Like, all right.
Yeah, like,
I didn't know it was competitive.
Oh,
like,
dude. Yeah. People get into it. But one thing that I really loved about that challenge was you have to read a self-help book, 10 pages of a self-help book through the whole challenge. Yeah. Just 10 pages.
Well, he has a 75 Hard book, but I don't know if that is the book you're supposed to read.
That's not the book you're supposed to read.
That's just a log.
You can.
Yes.
You can. Oh, yeah. I think that's just, to do the whole thing. Yeah. But you are supposed to read your own individual self-help book. Okay. 10 pages of it. And then just keep going until you finish it.
The Bible.
I mean, hey, dude. That's the biggest one.
Dude, it is.
But you could read that. But of course, 10 pages of the Bible every day for people who have never done it might be a lot.
Yeah. You can make like a 75 Hard Christian.
You could. You literally could. Yeah. You could read a book like this, 10 pages of that. So it's whatever helps you, right? In that sense. And I think that's what the guy's really going for. But it is more of just the discipline of commit to it. Stick to a whole food diet or something like that.
Whole food diet, two workouts a day, one outside, 45 minutes each.
Read a book, and then a gallon of water a day.
Gallon of water a day.
Gallon of water is crazy. I feel tough for the people that are really small.
When you're talking all the time like this, you'll go through it, dude.
That's true. That is true.
And I get parched. Like I'll be I'll be at the gym and I'm like, man, because I see those, you've seen those guys, Unk and
Hottie, the Diamond Gym guys.
Yeah, Diamond Gym guys.
Yeah, no water.
And they're like, no water. And I'm like,
in the workout, I'm like, bro, that's the only reason why I won't go. That's not true. That's not true. Those guys will destroy me.
You're going to New York, right? Aren't they? Are they in Jersey?
I think they're in Jersey.
But yeah, they're gonna get mad if they see that.
Yeah. If they say, hey, we want you guys there.
We're not that big yet.
We'll do it.
We gotta get big.
If they ask us to come,
we gotta get big dogs.
That's true, bro. They be slinging and banging weight.
We need like 10,000 followers or something.
We'll see. We'll get there. We'll get there, dude.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. But yeah, the 75 hard was really good for me. I'm thinking about doing it again. Like, it's a good challenge. It creates discipline, but it's just more of like taking that momentum.
All right, so we're gonna start the 75 hard challenge.
When do you want to start?
Oh shoot,
let's start May.
I didn't think you were actually gonna.
Let's start May so I can start the new bid after next month.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm down if you're down.
Yeah,
which would be good because. I think you mentioned before you want to do a half marathon with your friend.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking about it.
Yeah, are you going to commit? Are you going to do it?
Am I going to do the half marathon?
Yeah,
of course. I already did. Yeah.
Okay, let's go, dude.
I did it in my mind, dude.
Yeah. There you go, brother. I mean,
no, for real though. Like, going from not doing something like that to doing something like that it's what 13 miles.
13.6 miles is a half marathon, babe. 13.2.
Okay.
Yeah, half a marathon.
Half marathon, dude.
Yeah.
Have you done one?
No.
Really?
I've done a 5K before.
5K?
My wife has done 3 half marathons.
Okay.
I say, which I think it was the coolest half marathon I ever saw. She did the Kauai half marathon for her first one.
Okay.
In Kauai, Hawaii.
Right.
And it was
beautiful.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Nothing but a bunch of sunburnt people and.
Dude, they weren't even babe, you weren't sunburned, right?
I think she's on the phone.
Yeah, she says no. No, because you start off super. You're there at like
6 a.m. in the morning. Yep.
And then you take off by 7 or something like that.
That was a lucky guess.
That was a really good guess. But it's pitch black out there at that point. But everyone's like, let's go. They had the whole crowd. If you've never experienced a marathon event, it is awesome.
Okay.
Because the energy is there. Everyone, she said, I never got to see it because I didn't run it, but she said one of the most empowering moments was you cut through a neighborhood.
Okay.
And everyone in the neighborhood is on the street watching you.
Oh, really?
And they're...
Because I've always imagined it like you see those Red Bull competitions?
Yeah.
Well, they'll do it in like Mexico. And they're just like, because, dude, Mexican people know how to like get... They know how to like celebrate.
Oh, Fiesta, all that stuff. Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, and like, that's what I don't know. That's what I picture. Yeah. Just like a bunch of... Mexican people like just playing mariachi music in the background and getting after, dude, just riding down the mountain in bikes.
She said the locals were there and they were just cheering them on.
That's dope.
They like enjoy the race when it comes, and they were just like having kids were out there and they're like giving you water and stuff like that.
All the grandmas out there.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
all the grandmas out there, they're like cheering on there.
It was sick.
That's awesome. I love it.
From what she said, and the scenery is beautiful. I mean, it's where they shot Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, really?
It was in Maui, I believe.
Okay.
They might have done other islands.
I've been to both.
But I mean,
it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see.
Yeah. I wouldn't live out there though.
You wouldn't?
No, they don't want. No, because dude, you see I don't have enough melanin.
That's true.
They are pretty. I'd be like, you're like U.S. military, aren't you? You're like in the Navy. Get out of here.
I forget they're pretty picky on.
For good reason.
On locals. Yeah, well, it makes sense. Makes sense.
If I had an island, my own race of people, we had our own belief in like how to live, and somebody came over and was like, "Nah, we're not doing that.
We're taking over.
Yeah, we're going to commence this operation.
Yeah, we're like, well, you're not cool.
Yeah, we're going to poison your food.
There's a big Pacific Islander population here in HEB area. The Hercules Bedford area.
Really?
Yeah, I used to live by a Church of Tonga.
Oh, dude, have you tried that? I know a little bit off topic, but kind of on topic. The what's it called? Pineapple Grill place.
No,
we need to go there.
I'm down.
Hawaiian food,
bro.
Buddy of mine, couple buddies of mine from California. They were like, "Oh, you got to try Pineapple Grill."
Where's it at?
It's I think it's in Grapevine or.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up, but it's not too far. It's like maybe 20, 30 minutes.
Let's go.
And
we'll post some videos, some stories.
Dude. It is a spot. Like you're going to be posted on your story, like pull up. People are going to be where it's at.
Okay.
Like, I'm gatekeeping. I'm not telling you.
He said, no, I'm not going to. It's in Houston.
Yeah.
Go to Houston.
Yeah. We took a 6-hour road trip in 1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour. It's crazy. Back home already.
But yeah, dude, I think the greatest thing about doing this fitness coaching thing, if I were to say anything about like getting into it or people like trying to take fitness a little bit more, I don't know, prioritized, they would have to really just get big picture, just like your dog training and how you, if we're going to talk about like creating a dog's life, you'd be creating your bloodline, essentially. And that's really, it's a big, deep topic, and it's not very comfortable up front. So you really have to break it apart in layers.
Yeah. Tell me more.
But one thing, what's up?
Like breaking in layers, like what for you for coaching, what does that look like? Let's say I'm your client.
Right.
And I'm like, hey, you're saying big picture, but what does that mean to me? So if you can snippet that.
Right. I don't know how much of
a rabbit hole, but
time gap I have. I would go into this for like hours, dude. But really, I mean, you have to create an identity. At the basis of what you're doing. If you're going to be a dog trainer, if you're going to work for Southwest, if you're wanting to break into this industry and be taken seriously as a dog trainer, you have to take dog training seriously. It has to be the only thing on your mind, night and day. You go to bed, you wake up, I'm going to be the best dog trainer. And that sounds like really far-fetched, but it's not. And you grow into that. You grow into that purpose. I have like an eyelash in my eye.
Very good. Because the way you say it, it's the way I think about it like this. Like we both love lifting.
Right.
I love the golden era of bodybuilding, right? Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Franco Columbu, Lou Ferrigno, these guys that were in Olympia fighting each other for first place, right? Arnold taking the lead in majority.
Yep.
But like Frank Zane, Mike Mentzer, and I'm like, dude, I would love to look like those guys. Like I go to the gym and I am working hard to look like them as best I can. Of course, they were definitely on steroids. They were open about it and that kind of stuff. And the way you say something of like, I want to be the best dog trainer in the world, that's kind of subjective because like it's hard to say who the best dog trainer in the world is.
Well, it's you, bro. Like it's you.
Exactly.
And the thing why people get so confused about that is not to cut you off.
No, you're good.
But the reason why so many people are confused up front, and honestly, we all have this experience.
Yeah.
Because when somebody says like you're not taking it seriously enough, you immediately feel subjected to your own opinion to defend your statement.
Right. Because you're like, oh hell yeah, I'm working hard.
And that's not the point of telling somebody that. The point of telling somebody that is like, what does that mean? That's for you to answer your own question. You don't know like how good you are going to be at dog training, but you know that you want to. Yeah. Right? You know that like that's the only thing you want to do.
Yeah, because I was saying like I search like I want to lift to look like these guys, knowing that I may not ever get their exact physique to look like that, but I look great because I worked really hard to get to that point. Though I'm not as big, but look at me now. Like I'm amazing. Right. Like I look great. I worked hard for this. I can.
But I could ask you like with having those, I wouldn't say idols, but inspirations.
Yeah, definitely.
It's great to know what you want to look like.
Exactly.
It's great to chase physical, it's great to find greatness in yourself. But, God willing. Yeah. But you have to get clear on why you want to do that. Otherwise, you're never going to commit to stepping on stage, taking the 16 weeks and $3,000 to be a bodybuilder.
Yeah, to get the coaching.
Getting an IFBB card is, and I'm not going to talk too much about this, but my opinion is blatantly like, I would say a majority of people nowadays, it's way too easy to get an IFBB card.
Really?
Way too easy. People way too young and way too new to the industry are getting an IFBB card way too quickly. And I don't really think that IFBB promotes bodybuilding the way that it should have been in the early 2000s.
Wow.
But that's a really hot take.
Yeah.
It's a really hot take.
But I can see your point.
I understand. And that's not going against anybody's like the amount of dedication you have to have to be in that industry.
And some people are born with talent in that sense of like, some people are gifted more than others to certain things.
Yeah.
Right. And genetics.
But you have to have a why, dude.
But that's ultimately, because I could go even further to someone who's blessed with perfect genetics, if that makes sense.
Yep.
In that kind of thing, or in any craft.
Yeah, but then they just screw it off.
Yeah.
Like they're just like,
Wasted potential.
Yeah, well, right. But what's potential? Like, what is potential? Like somebody else's reason? Yeah, you're fighting for, or is that your reason?
That's good.
Yeah, I don't think that too many people ask that question of like, what is your reason on why you want to be just like, Eddie Hall? Oh, well, I want to be a strong man.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you?
Yeah.
Why do you want to be a strong man? What does that do for you? Are you trying to, you have some sort of past in your childhood? And like, people are like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? And I'm like, did you get made fun of when you were a kid? Is that why you want to be Christian crackhead? Is that why you want to be a super operator? Right? Are you like, because there's always a reason why you want to be the opposite of where you're at now. You have to get really clear on what that is.
Yeah.
If you don't, you will never, ever create the rooted definition of what your path is and why you want to get to it so badly. Otherwise, you might as well just give up. You might as well just call it quits, bro, throw the towel in and say, you know what? I'm just going to go be another NPC and just, I'm just going to stay at, working for American Airlines the rest of my life.
Yeah, just exists.
Yeah. And not to disrespect my dad. He works for American.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
So funny.
I love my dad, dude.
Oh,
he's
dude,
great.
come on.
And he's built a huge life for me and my brother. So there's nothing going against having a job. Let's just be clear on
exactly.
that. Dude, that is the one thing I think that business owners do provide for a lot of other people is there is a lot of bad around corporations, but you need to have a job.
Those people work those positions.
You need money.
You know who comedian Tim Dillon is?
I've heard of him.
He's so funny. He's one of my favorite comedians. He's amazing. But he said this funny take of just like, he's like, I love people I love those jobs that no one ever thinks about. He says, we need the people to get on the phone and tell the people, we're going to foreclose on your home because you haven't paid.
Yeah.
He says, you hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's a horrible job at times, like telling people stuff. He says, but I love the people that are willing to work and tell people, get out of your house. Yeah. Because we're taking it.
Sounded like Trump for a minute.
Oh, well, hey, take it easy. Hey. A lot of people. No, I'm joking.
We're going to foreclose on all your homes.
He says, but we need those people because we hate those jobs. We hate how those jobs operate, but we love that there are people who are working them to do it because it's a job that's needed and it provides for someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's true. You can't dog on those jobs that no one ever really thinks about because you take those people out and then you realize, that creates a ripple effect.
Right.
But of course, like you're free to have your passion. Yeah. You're free to grow in something.
But passion is not just passion. It's called.
Elaborate.
It's calling.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah,
now you're
calling.
moving into something.
Like you feel called to dog training.
Yeah.
I feel called to fitness coaching.
Yeah.
But it's so funny that it's so funny because people think that it's just passion, dude. Passion is created from your drive to chase your calling.
That's good. And passion's not absolute.
No, dude. No. There's so many questions built around it. So much doubt, so much like unsurety, so much like, what am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's true.
Am I doing it right? All of the time.
But you can't quit.
No, dude.
You can't give up.
Because every moment somebody asks you like, hey, my dog's doing this. What do I do? You're like, boom, jump to the car. Yeah. You're like, post up.
Let's go.
I'll
learn. I'll figure it out. I'll help you. If I don't know it, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Pull the gun and take the target out, dude. Yeah. Yeah. You just got to shoot.
I'm sorry?
What?
I said, wait a minute. We're not shooting dogs.
We're not robbing a bank.
Yeah. But no, it's so true. Because I even remember I got my passion and my spirit got burnt out one time. Because I took this dog in, which I thought was going to be my dog. I had the dead set, like, this is my dog, everything. Ends up attacking someone. I put in work with that dog every day for like twice a day. And that dog was killing my spirit. Nothing wrong with the dog in a sense. I just didn't have enough experience.
Testing you.
Yes, bro. Yeah. Break to the breaking point.
Yeah.
Where I was neglecting other things. And it was not good. It was not healthy. And I realized like, man, this is not what I had anticipated. And it was a sobering moment. But my passion was killed. I literally questioned myself, is this what I want to do? Is this really just so I want to make money?
You know what's so funny about that?
What?
If you never ask yourself that question, you're doing the wrong thing.
Dude.
You're doing the wrong thing.
Dude. And I had to make a decision. I had to give that dog up.
Wow.
Because I knew it was not
the time.
The time. Exactly. It was not benefiting me, my family, my work ethic, my mindset. And it literally brought me to that question. And I was thankful I had the mentors to really run that by.
Yeah.
And I sent the dog back.
Because they probably told you that. They probably put it in your mind that it's not that this isn't for you. It's you need time.
Exactly.
You need time.
You need to continue to grow, which I do. Like, I've only been working hands-on with actual dogs for probably about 2 years. But this has been a 4-year, nearly 5-year desire that has been like forming.
Yeah.
And now that I'm working with high caliber, high drive dogs, my experience needs to go up with that.
Okay.
And that was my first high drive caliber dog, the Lamborghinis of dogs, the Dutch Shepherd.
Right.
And
you just jumped right in.
I just jumped right in thinking like, I can do this. I can do this. I just got to fight.
It's like those guys who rent those cars and like try to drop ebooks.
Exactly.
And they're like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But everybody thinks I'm rich.
But everyone thinks, yeah. Like, what was it, Ty Lopez? If you read this book,
oh my God,
I promise you, you'll end up in a van down by the river. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did he really say that?
No, but he probably did. I think he did end up, or he was like arrested or something.
No, he got frauded or something.
Yes, bro. He was a fraud. The whole time,
he was a whole fraud. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's so funny to me because every time something comes out for guys like that, I'm like, his energy's been off from the beginning. How can nobody else? Why is nobody else picking up on it?
Because people are hungry, bro, and are willing to see anything that one could catch them a quick buck, but also like they think it's beneficial to them. And it's like, that's why we are people that are like, we're creating this podcast to be intentional.
But what are we even naming it? We haven't even came up with a name. I don't even think it was like a
Viceroy.
We'll have to think
about Viceroy Theory.
All right.
That'd be kind of strong. That's a strong.
That's a strong one.
Viceroy Theory is actually kind of goes hard.
Cool.
That kind of goes hard.
All right. We'll write it down, dude.
It's yours, dude.
Yeah.
I'm here for the ride.
Okay. We're doing it.
Okay.
So all right. So we're co-hosting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This isn't my show, dude.
It's our show?
Yeah, it's our show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think dude, and it's been a good ride. I don't know how long we've been shooting.
Probably an hour.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think so? Meg, how far are we?
Over an hour.
Yeah.
If you want to wrap up, I'm down. We can talk more. We can come back to this.
It's up to you.
I'm down.
Keep going?
Whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Well, we can keep going.
Okay.
10 minutes?
Oh, 10 minutes. 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm. We just have church in like
I am serving
5.
Okay. You sum it up in 5, bro. Let's do it.
I want to talk about what I do, a little bit about what I do.
Talk about it.
And why, if this is called Viceroy Theory and what it means.
Let's go.
So right off the rip.
Well, explain Viceroy.
Oh, yeah. I never did.
Because no one knows.
Okay. So the word Viceroy is a prefix and a suffix. It's French and Latin. Vice is to be in the place of. Everybody has a vice, which is replacing something else. Mm-hmm. Okay. My vice was drinking alcohol. And earlier than that, it was smoking weed.
Yeah.
Created a lot of anxiety and a lot of confusion in my life. So that is that pillar of the word, that 50%. The other 50% is king. Roy means king, and it's Latin, I believe.
Yeah.
And so French and Latin, viceroy, is to be in the place of a king. Because I am Christian, I interpreted it through the Holy Spirit that had given me the word in the shower, bro. And
come on.
Yeah.
The Lord works.
It's like the deep thoughts, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and then I'm sitting there like, all right. And
Bear.
I'm like, I hope that was the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, for real.
Because if this isn't right, then I will find out very quickly.
Yeah.
And all that discernment, bro, that's why it's called Viceroy, is because I don't know what it means to be walking as a disciple. I don't even think that was really my point. My point was a gospeler. Like, not this evangelistic gospeler, but just to get people to be close to the same level of understanding, just to open their heart. I wasn't trying to get people to commit to Christ. That's their journey, not mine.
Yeah.
And I just need people to see that what he's done for me, bro, because really Viceroy is, if you're going to walk, right, a leadership role as a dad, you want to build a business, or you just want some leadership to your life, you really have to learn and sit in the student seat. What is it? I mean, what is the common reoccurring theme in the Bible? It says, what ultimately we know, to be a good follower or to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower, right? That's the reoccurring theme in the Bible.
That's good.
When we read the stories in the Bible, all of the chapters, all the scriptures, you could quote anything, but that is a reoccurring theme. So I wanted to lead my life because there was so much that was just misunderstood. I thought problems were bigger than they actually were.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Right.
Every man overthinks. Every man has distractions, whether it's lust, alcohol, dopamine, whatever it is. I wanted to get really close. If I could just even try and attempt, I would do it. And there was no going back from that. And I said, okay, cool. I'm going to do a clothing brand. Why did I choose a clothing brand? Because it was something that I was always thinking about. What am I wearing? What do I look like?
Yeah.
Who am I to other people? That mattered to me. It doesn't really anymore because I've gotten clear on my identity. But I had to start somewhere. I had to start with, who am I to other people? And I think what this mentorship has helped me with, I've taken over a year of mentorship with my life coach.
Yeah.
And he said, the reason why you are so worried about what other people think is you haven't even gotten clear on what you think of yourself. And I'm like, dang, that's
that kind of hits.
Yeah, it hits, but it's sad at first.
Yeah.
But it becomes really enlightening. It becomes really passionate, and it builds a campfire in your soul, bro.
Because you sit in that silence.
Yeah.
And you process it.
Yeah.
You realize it.
I mean, one thing about being a viceroy is like, you have to take leadership seriously. You cannot sit here and want a wife. You can't want a kid. God gives it to you.
Yeah.
Because you're following in the path that he's given you, the calling that he's given you. What does it say? He qualifies the called. He doesn't call the qualified.
Yeah.
So how are you going to be called to something without a qualification test?
Yeah.
Many of them. And that's been the whole screen printing deal, failing, being screwed over, people not caring. I'm emailing people and I'm like, why don't you want to refund me? Like, this is completely, it's not professional at all. Like, you don't care about your reputation. Like, you're screwing me over. Like, I would ship out, orders to other businesses trying to support locally. And they would just push it off. And I would always think like, bro, why does nobody want to work together? Why is social media so disconnected? Why are people so like hell-bent on just themselves? This is a really lonely world. I don't like it. Yeah. It's very maddening that nobody takes any of this seriously. And I was going to the gym with friends, and quite frankly, I was living just like them. We weren't taking like our lifts seriously. We weren't taking our jobs very seriously. We just wanted to make money. We just wanted to have time with each other. That's where it started. Time and opportunity. I wanted to have more time, but it was about where I was spending my time. Did I have to create value in that? Like, where do you want to spend most of your time? Probably with your wife, right?
Yeah.
You love her a lot. Yeah. You don't want to be spending your time with coworkers because they're thinking like they're going to be at that job forever. Most of them are. Yeah. A majority of people are. And your calling now is much bigger than just playing Legos, just playing like organizational skills. While that is needed, you're required to chase something even bigger than that. And I would say it's not saying that what you're doing is small. It's playing a part. But you have to figure out, is that where you need to be? Is that what makes God happy? Is that are you actually listening to the Holy Ghost? Yeah. Because these jobs keep you away from that. They keep you away from tradition. They keep you away from understanding, is this for me? Am I asking for this life for me, or am I asking for this life because that's what God wants? Yeah. And too many people get way too confused on what that is.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's deep level of thinking. But the first thing I can tell you is with being a viceroy, you have to establish where you're spending your time after and only after you get clear on your identity. I was telling you about this earlier.
Yeah.
You wanna bring up your past, and that's very scary. And if it's not guided very well, you're going to sit there and stay there for way too long. And
very true.
You're gonna start questioning your past. You don't need to question your past. All you need to do is bring it forth. Bring it to light.
Come on.
Tell it. You got to talk about it. That's where you're rooted in silence. And that's why you feel like there's no authority to your message currently.
Yeah.
You create an authority in your message currently, and then you say, all right, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? What kind of people do I want to live around?
Yeah.
Who am I going to give my energy to? What is God asking me to spend my time on? Because if I'm supposed to be doing, like, if I'm supposed to be taking out the trash for my neighborhood, for my community, and that's what I get paid to do, I will do it.
Yeah.
If that's what he wants me to do, I will do it.
It's good.
But if I need to be, studying the word after I get off work, that's what I'm going to do too. If that word is leading me to, let's say, Jacob or John or whoever it is, we got to find the stories that we can seriously relate to and make an intercession of our life with that story in the Bible.
It's good.
You got to create that time management to do that. So get clear on your past. Who are you today? Who do you want to be? Not just who you want to be, but who aligns with what God's calling you to be. Pray on it. And I mean, for many, many months, and then create time priority around that.
If you could, to wrap it up, if you could have the audience to chew on a question for this week, just one question.
I have one, actually.
Like homework.
I have, actually.
What would you have them really just like, if you could ask yourself this one question?
So it's going to be this. If your younger self watched how you spent today, I mean, like the boy version of yourself, the 5 or 6 year old version of yourself, the boy inside of your heart that looks at the cars, looks at the women, looks at the guns, looks at the planes,
the money,
the big business,
toys,
big house. If your younger self watched how you spent today, would he be proud or would he be disappointed?
It's good. Ponder on it.
Would he be proud or would he be disappointed? Start spending your time wisely. Yep. Start spending your time with God.
Yeah.
That's the most important part.
That was it.
Dude, that was a long one. I appreciate it.
Come on, dog.
You look spent.
No, it's good. I'm spent from yesterday from shooting that wedding.
Yeah, but no, that was a good podcast.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Y'all have a good one.
See you in the next one.